Hello everybody, my name is / and today we're going to be taking a look at the top r/that happened posts of all time, where in this subreddit, everybody always claps at the end. When I was 5, my teacher used to utterly refuse to accept my work when I finished in under 2 minutes. I was a smart kid, and I had a lot of shit to get out of my head at once. At one point, I remember the teacher pulled the "Do you want to come teach the class?" bullshit on me. And I actually did. I told the class all about what we were learning, and I realized something. When the teacher was up there, literally nobody paid attention. When I was up there, my friends stared intently at me. When we had a test the next day, nobody made below 90. The teacher respected me and my fast brain from there on. What is the kindest thing a stranger has done or said to you? Oh god, I can't even tell this story and not cry. I used to manage an LGBT bookstore when bookstores were still a thing. One night, a caller says he thinks he might be gay and is considering self-harm. We are not a crisis center, but as long as we're talking, he's safe, right? So I talked to this guy and answered questions, and I'm trying to be encouraging, and I'm maybe sounding a little frantic, and I'm definitely ignoring the 4 to 5 customers in the store. And this angel of a woman puts her hand on my shoulder and asks me for the phone. "My turn," she says. And she, this 50-something lesbian, talks to the stranger on the phone. And a line forms behind her. Every customer in the store knows that call, knows that feeling, and every person takes a turn talking to that man. That story comforts me so much to this day. And the entire line started to clap. So I was just trying to log into my old email account, and I couldn't remember my password, so my security question that I set for myself 2 years ago pops up, and it is, "Why?" And I'm like, what a dick move me. I don't know the fucking answer. Why? Why? Why what? Me? What are you trying to ask me, you little shit? So in a fit of rage, I type, "Because fuck you, that's why." Ding, password reset. Why? When I was vegetarian and ate plenty of cheese and butter, I still switched to almond milk because cow milk tastes nasty when just guzzling it down. I tried one plant-based milk at a lactose intolerant friend's house and literally never drank another glass of cow's milk again. LMAO! I didn't know milk didn't have to taste bad. Went straight to the grocery store and bought some for myself after that. I converted a cashier who was like, "Oh, are you lactose intolerant too?" I just mentioned not drinking milk. He was telling me how he still drank it even if it gave him diarrhea. I ran to the little 7-Eleven coffee station, pulled out a cup, and made him try some on the spot. He loved it. He loved it so much he clapped. Shattered my elbow, went to the ER, starts stripping me down. Girl sees my Kraken. Leaves the room and comes back with 4 other young girls to stare at me through the doorway, biting their lips and shit. I bet he uses monster condoms for his magnum dong. Me, playing through Deltarune with my 9-year-old sis. Hey, Noelle totally has a crush on Susie. So Susie's a boy? No. Their gayness? Yes. Yes, they are. I love her so much. Watch out, everybody. They have the big gay. That's so sad. Monster cake will kill you all in your nightmares. This is so sad. Alexa, summon monster cake. XD, funniest thing happened to me in 6th period. The teacher took my phone while I was listening to music in a call, and my music started blasting, and we all laughed because Crab Rave just went on, so the teacher screamed at me to turn it off, which I did. Then I got out my drawing notebook after 15 minutes and drew a Glock 19 in full detail. And she then looked at it and slowly went to her desk and grabbed my phone and handed it back in fear. Ha! I'm wearing a black hoodie and look like I could shoot up school at any second. That's how you get expelled. That is a direct threat at a teacher. Don't do shit like that. What's the craziest encounter of rich kid syndrome that you have ever experienced? As a teacher at a public high school, a kid asked me, "Why did you become a teacher? Do you know that I have more money in my bank account than you will make in the next 5 years?" I simply replied, "To teach you some manners." This never happened. I went to high school. I can verify this is something that would probably happen. Like, the kid would probably be joking or something, but yeah, I could definitely see this happening. The more random people you see jogging for no reason, the higher the rent is going up. I heard a gunshot coming from my neighbor's yard late at night a few weeks after I moved in. I went to check it out. When I approached him, he told me he does it once every month or so, just to keep the property value and taxes at a reasonable level. I'm used to it now. He'd get arrested and or evicted. When I was only 18 years old at the time, I watched this match live. Barcelona defeated Real Madrid. It was a good match. So many memories. Oh, I am nostalgic. 1902 till date. It amazes me that a human who was 134 can use Twitter. Drop the lies in bits. This is too heavy to carry. Thanks. And by the way, I am 138 years old, not 134. I went to a different planet when I was 93 years old and returned after 7 years. So, in that period, 4 years time lapse happened. So actually, I am 138. Went to scan my boarding pass on my phone, so I unlocked my phone thinking my pass would be there. Instead, it was the pic of the old lady sucking some dick, and the boarding attendant was like, "Whoa." And the first thing that came to my mind was, "Sorry, that's my grandma. She died." R.I.P. Grandma. She knew how to throw some head. I have a private lesson that I teach to a very intelligent and bright 10-year-old girl. She attends the most elite private school in her area and participates in a myriad of after-school activities, clubs, and teams. One of them being swim lessons with me. Oh, and she speaks 13 languages. Last night, I had asked her what she wanted to be when she grew up. Her response was, "Well, my parents are encouraging me to be a doctor or surgeon, but I really want to pursue the music business, eventually open my own studio, and provide musical education to those who cannot afford private lessons." I go to school with people who can afford almost anything. What about the kids who can't? You don't hear about them on the news. I want to give that opportunity to kids who deserve a chance. Music has had the biggest impact on my life, and I want to share my love for it with everyone, especially those who cannot necessarily make ends meet. She was 10. I was floored. Then I started clapping. So an old lady comes around the corner and hits me with her shopping cart, rudely says, "Move!" I step out of the way and call her an ignorant muggle. Seemingly stunned by my HP vocabulary, she apologizes and continues on. A magical end to this racial encounter. "Oh, I'm sorry, sir. I didn't realize someone of your complexion can understand the fine arts that is Harry Potter. I am more than willing to set aside my racist ways for anyone who reads Harry Potter." Alright guys, those have been the top r/that happened posts of all times, so please feel free to all start clapping now, as all of these should end. And yeah, I've been /, and I will see you next time.
Life is funny cause we don't do shit, we talk about enemy. And I dream about the day that gives me the most out. Waking up is harder when you do it with a frown, and I don't mind. The future kinda seems just like a dirty city street.